concerned about that growing as a political pressure point in recent years? The idea of our history and how we teach it has itself come under attack.
Yeah, it's been politicized in such unfortunate ways. Of course, anybody is concerned about it. Listen, I can report back from the late 18th century that I know categorically what the founders meant by the pursuit of happiness. It isn't the pursuit of objects in a marketplace of things. It's lifelong learning in a marketplace of ideas. They felt if we were going to create this new thing, everybody heretofore had been a subject. If we were going to create these new entities, citizens, they had to lead a virtuous life, and to be virtuous was to constantly educate yourself. That's what it was about, and implicit in that was a kind of honest evaluation, not only of what has happened, what we know in science as well as arts and humanities, but what we don't know, where we fail, where we come up short. And so what you begin to see is that our experiment is all about future words. We're in pursuit of happiness, in a more perfect union. We are a nation in the process of becoming. And unfortunately, what happens is when we gravitate to the certainty, we say, we don't need to teach this. Slavery's not that bad. We don't want to upset kids who are already participating in video games, being yelled at by coaches, being talked about damnation by pastors, being, engaged in a world in which they're as smart as the politicians who are trying to sort of slide us into some arbitrary, almost Soviet kind of thing, in which all of a sudden somebody's picture disappears from the Politburo and they never existed. Yep. We can't do that. We were slave owners. We were born in slavery. The guy who said all men are created equal owned hundreds of human beings and didn't see the contradiction. If you do not own that, you do not have
that should be terrifying enough
to escape the specific gravity of the negative things that have attended our history throughout. And our work is, and in this moment no more important than it's ever been, is to escape the gravity of those things, to not go back, but to go forward, to quote a person in the news, turn the page.